Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another Redstone video, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at your ideas. The other day I sent out a tweet asking for your most crazy, wacky Redstone creation ideas, and you guys sent them in by your numbers. Now some of them were completely insane, some of them were completely impossible, and others weren't quite family friendly enough to be featured on this YouTube channel, so I do apologise for that. But I did get a bunch of good ones, and I've picked 10 from that list to build in today's video. So let's take a closer look at what your brains have come up with. I don't know if I should be excited or scared, to be honest with you. So this first suggestion comes from a chap called GrianMC. Now you might have heard of him because he's pretty big in the Minecraft community, and he suggested I make a working bobblehead. Now I had a bunch of ideas for this thing. I was going to use slime blocks and make a crazy insane contraption, but sadly slime blocks have that push limit, so instead I built this thing, which I personally really quite like. This is Grian's skin in bobblehead form, and as you can see, yeah, it really is bobbing. I mean, he's more headbanging than anything. It's like he's listening to some form of heavy metal, but you know what? I'd say that ticks the box. Katie Lawson has challenged me to create a cannon that separates between animals and only fires when pigs are loaded into it. Now for a while I thought, well, that's just completely impossible, but then I remember that pigs are only one block tall, and that means that I can build a contraption a bit like this one. So up at the top here we've got some cows and we've got some sheep. If we chuck some more of those into the contraption, you can see nothing really happens, but as soon as you put a pig in, well, he gets shot out into the distance. I hope that's good enough for you. I do apologise, but I am definitely going to get your name wrong, whoever you are. Pingy Puck, maybe Pingy Puck, I don't really know, but they have asked for a penguin, which you can give fish and it will do something. Well, here's my penguin. They have obviously said do something, so they haven't stated exactly what that thing has to be, so I've had to improvise a little bit, but this is the penguin right here. He's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm no builder myself, but I'm fairly proud of this guy, and if we chuck a raw fish inside this hopper, as you can see, he's also packing some heat. Yeah, he has got a fully automatic fire charge weapon on the inside of him that just shoots fire charges for days and also happens to self-destruct a little bit. I mean, we've got a bit of an issue here. Gilsh02 it's nergs. Can you do a hidden aquarium that pops up from the ground? If you can, that would be awesome. Well, my friend, prepare for some awesome because I have built just that. Now, I have to say, I haven't actually tested this thing yet, but I'm hoping it does work. Hit the button, blocks should break, and there we go! We've got ourselves an aquarium with some extra rats as well. Double pets. I love it. Meadowtem has asked for a clone machine. I mean, that's hard. That's really, really hard. But after a few hours, I've come up with this. Now, this is a super fancy contraption. When we hit this button right here, you can see this guy gets cloned. That worked so much better than I was expecting. They've even got the same coat on. Fantastic. Vicky has asked for a working toilet. Now I have to say, when I sent out the tweet asking for crazy redstone ideas, this is a suggestion that I expected to see quite a lot, and it did pop up quite often. So this is the toilet that I've created. We've got the bowl up at the top, we've got the mechanism out the back, and it does look vaguely toilet shaped. And if we go up to the top here and just do our business and then hit this button, you'll see that the toilet flushes and we get ourselves some toilet paper. Oh, that is bad news. Well, that's travelled off into the void. Looks like I'm going to be walking around with skid marks for the day. Levi Lapsley has asked for a mystery box. Now I have to say this was probably the easiest one featured in today's video because here it is. If you're wondering what's inside, obviously I'm not going to tell you, that sort of defeats the whole point. You can speculate down in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys come up with. Melissa Kirby has requested that I build a spoon slingshot that will only fire if Mumbo is on it. Now at first I thought, well, that's going to be extremely difficult. It's very hard to differentiate between mobs in Minecraft using redstone, let alone individual players, but then I thought, what's unique to me? Of course, my YouTube password. In theory, I'm the only person that knows my YouTube password. I hope. Fingers crossed. So what I've done is I've chucked my YouTube password inside this book right here, and when we place it inside the system, the cannon will fire. At this point, Twitter decided to go down, but someone out there suggested a mob swapper. So when we hit this button, the creeper will be taken up, and our zombie will be pulled through the system. Then we have to wait a couple seconds for the creeper to make its way around, and then when we hit the button once again, zombie gets removed, creeper pops back up. Now I personally really like this system, and as you can see, this is the redstone behind it. Of course, it uses the translocation piston bug to pull our mobs through, and then the water to push them back around like that. Nice and easy. And finally, Georgia suggested a beginner's piston door. Now I like this suggestion because of course all of the suggestions so far have been a little bit crazy and a little bit wacky. Maybe it would be good to give something back to those who are just starting out with redstone, perhaps want to learn the very basics like a simple piston door. So here is the simple piston door. I mean, it's nice and easy, look. It's just a few redstone lines, there's like a few circuits and things. couple of slime blocks here and there, and when we flick the lever you can see that it all closes up nice and quick, and when we flick the lever once again it all opens up nice and fast. I mean, a beginner could definitely use it. I don't know about build it, but they could definitely use it. So does that answer the question? I hope so. So we have it, guys. That rounds up today's video on me building your redstone ideas. Now if you want to be involved in these sorts of videos in the future, then be sure to follow me on Twitter. @thatmumbojumbo is the place to find me, and you should follow me for like cat pictures and car pictures and occasionally unfunny tweets. That's basically my Twitter summarized in a nutshell. But unfortunately that's all I've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.